Welcome to Beyond Love, a space to meet desire. Today, we are stepping into an uncomfortable, delicate, and absolute necessarily topic: infidelity in the digital age. And I want you to hear this clearly. Infidelity today does not begin in the bedroom. It begins online. In messages, in fantasies, in attention, in validation, in the quiet intimacy of a glowing screen or cell phone. Not because people are immoral, not because they don't love their partners, but because the conditions for desire, aliveness, and connection have collapsed inside relationships today. And the digital world offers something amazing and very simple: quick intimacy, instant attention, and emotional intensity. This is why I wrote the In-Factor model book, How the Internet Can Lead to Infidelity, years ago. Because what I saw clinically and in my research or our research is that people do not decide to betray or to cheat. They fall into that without even realizing. Let me show you and explain you a case. Let's say the problem usually is a message. Start by a message until it wasn't. So this is the real case. Let's call her Melissa. 25 years married, no big fights, no hatred, no abuse, just silent, predictability, emotional fatigue, the slow erosion of the erotic life. One night, Melissa received a DM from an old friend. Suddenly, you always make the office, you always so beautiful, so bright. And so she smiles, they start texting, innocent texts. Not because she wanted someone else or something else, just because she had not that feeling in years. She told me, I used to feel this way, not anymore. The next day, another message: how you been? And I miss you, our conversation, I miss you, and so on. And something inside of her wake up. A part of her, she thought that was dead. She told me, and she told herself that this is harmless, the innocent, just talking, just testing, nothing else, just attention. But the brain doesn't work like that. When the body is starved of desire, when the body is starving of desire, curiosity, attention, or validation, it will look for that anywhere, elsewhere, outside the relationship. Not to betray, not because of lack of love, but because to feel alive. It's not about love, it's about feeling alive. 3 weeks later, she was sending longer messages, late at night, texting in the morning, texting at night, deleting conversations. In her mind, she was not crossing a line. But in her heart, she knew she was doing something not very good, that she didn't intend to. Melissa is not selfish, not reckless, not broken. She's human, caught up in the psychology of desire. Her marriage wasn't missing love, it was missing aliveness. And this is the biggest misunderstanding in relationships today. Infidelity today is less about sex and more about identity and aliveness. Modern infidelity is not driven by lust. It is driven by something far more dangerous: the experience of feeling seen, desirable, awake, expanded. People do not betray because they want something or someone else. They betray because they want a different version of themselves, a version that they don't longer feel, that they are not allowed in their own relationship. They just want to feel alive. This is the erotic truth we don't talk about. Infidelity is rarely a rejection of the partner. It's often a return to the self. It's not a rejection, it's a return to yourself in the wrong place, in the wrong way. The solution. Understanding the in-factor model will help. When I study online relationships, I discover a predictable psychological sequence that leads people from harmless contact to emotional intimacy to erotic attachment to sexual intimacy to offline affairs. I call that the in-factor model because infidelity begins with the I. Infidelity on the internet, unattended, unprotected, and missing the key we. So it's about the I and forgetting the we of the relationship. So there are 3 digital accelerators that we identify. So we identify in our research, number 1, opportunity. This is a big one, opportunity. The internet gives you access to hundreds and thousands of people instantly. So a bored person, which is ignored, lonely, that is abandoned. So the internet opens a big door for them. Speed. Real-time messaging create rapid bonding. That will take months, so months and months to create that type of intimacy that you can create online in hours. So the speed is amazing. And number 3 is intensity. It's so intense because it's the anonymous bar plus the emotional disclosure, the fantasies, is a level of intimacy that is often very deep and deeper than in real life and easier. In our study, 83%, this is a study of married couples in the United States, 83% report emotional experiences with cyber friends. 63 report deep intimacy. 50% thought more about their cyber friends than their partner. 70% fell in love with a cyber friend. 42% report infidelity. 40% have sex offline. 40% or a little bit more have conflicts, breakups, and even divorce as a result of a cyber friend. This is not rare. This is the new landscape. And this is happening right now in marriages today, where partners truly love each other, but the cyber friends. So back to Melissa again. When Melissa came to therapy, she wasn't ashamed. She was confused. It's different. I love my husband. I don't want anybody else. I don't want someone else. Why this happens? What is happening to me? So we explore her digital path. She have not been flirting with her husband in years. No flirting, no emotional, no erotic space. There was lacking from the erotic intimacy. The erotic identity has been dormant, not dead, but dormant. Her marriage was emotionally safe, but erotically starving. Her partner didn't make space for curiosity or play. She missed the version of herself who felt radiant, alive, and desirable. She was missing herself. When someone online reflects that back to her, the spark becomes irresistible. It's not the man, but the feeling. See, it's not about the person, but the feeling. This is the core truth. People cheat not to leave their marriage, but to leave the version of themselves that the marriage no longer serves, no longer mirrors. In therapy, Melissa and her husband revealed the erotic connection. They reveal the erotic intimacy. Not by observing or obsessing and criticizing over the betrayal, but by understanding the conditions that make her vulnerable to the online cyber friend. Once the couple revive curiosity, presence, erotic attention, play, emotional intimacy, of course, and erotic intimacy, the internet lost its power. It lost the power. Because the antidote to digital infidelity is not surveillance, it's desire, but inside the relationship. Infidelity today is about desire, not about love. Most affairs begin because desire has no space inside the relationship, not because love is gone. Love sustains us, but desire keeps us alive. Keep that in mind. And when relationships forget that, someone else will awake that. Not because they are better, but because they are present. It's not about being better, but about being present. If your relationship feels numb, predictable, or emotional distant, you are not broken. You are humans that needs to express desire. It's about curiosity, about play, about attention, about space, about imagination. When couples notice these conditions, the internet becomes irrelevant. Everything becomes irrelevant. When we don't, the internet becomes a lover. Yeah, the internet becomes a lover and your phone. I am Dr. Aleida Heinz, and this is Beyond Love. I leave you the link below for the in-factor model. And remember, please, love sustains us, but desire keeps us alive. Stay with me. Be with me.